Between these iconic hedges, the field for some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Nebraska's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best.
He's loose down the middle. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch, then took it into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Still on his feet at the 45. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Winding up to add another. And it's up and good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. Pressure coming. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here?
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did. He's perfectly, except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got his man on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll try the left side. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Listen, I know that's not a huge... Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He wants to take the top off. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
This time it's complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
The Dogs look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the single back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This time they'll go to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Try to barge their way in. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the line.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Return is tackled out at the 41. And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their...
And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. An explosive play takes him right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Huskers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's DeMarco. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And they move the chains with a nice little old-school pitch and catch with the quarterback and fullback.
Little throwback to the fullback. I love this play. Everyone on defense is expecting this guy to block.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to it. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run it. Running with power. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yards.
Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Gets away. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. All wideouts, no backs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gonna take a shot. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got first and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get...
ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires it down the seam. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll give it to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's DeMarco. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Getting some heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss. Put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. His defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Back to throw, it's DeMarco. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throwing right. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Brings up second down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going to throw it again. It's complete. Just destroying his way through the field. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go.
Rides to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 28 over Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here.
Picked off. Looking for more room. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got the quick pass. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's DeMarco. He finds his man.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. We bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The offense set for a first down play.
325.
He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of